This is the first video of my series. I'm taking a old carbureted 455 that I've been using in my 68 Pontiac LeMans for quite a long time. I'm going to be retrofitting a multi-port fuel injection system from an LS1 to kind of bring it up to date more or less with EFI. So this is the first video changing the HEI distributor into a cam sensor. First step is to take the distributor out and disassemble it. You're going to take every mechanical piece out of it, keeping the internal shaft that connects to the cam gear and the piece for the advance that would slide back and forth. And we're going to weld those two together to make sure that we don't have any movement where the rotor would be mounted to. Then we'll 3D print a cap next. Also wanted to mention that this plastic is made out of PETG, however you pronounce it, filament, and it's supposed to hold up to well over the 350 degrees Fahrenheit, so it should work pretty well for the engine temperature without warping or causing too many issues. So we'll have to try that out as well. This is another view of the cap with the sensor mounted. That distance there gives it the correct air gap for the magnetic pickup. And here is another view of the rotor assembly. So this is just some thin steel cut, pop riveted together on there. Same as the piece of the internal rotor here to the shaft. You can see there is where it was welded. And then I have a counterbalance on this side here. As you can see, everything has been Loctited and epoxied in just to prevent anything from coming loose. But that counterbalance weighs the same as the metal on this side to keep it as smooth as possible. Then I just siliconed any of the spots up around here so nothing gets in there. And then, of course, in the cap, made the little cam tabs just like the original HEI distributor to lock it down. Testing the signal generation of the pickup, the LS2 cam sensor with a distributor. Using a piece of hose here to drive it with a drill. It's not the best method, but it does work and spins. Then we've got the test circuit here. This is going to simulate an ECU. It's basically 5 volts in, and then it goes through a couple of resistors for a voltage drop for the ECU signal here back from the sensor. As you see here, we don't have any voltage going through the sensor at the moment and no waveform. So we're going to spin it with the drill and see what the signal shows. So as you can see there, it came to be like kind of a sawtooth type waveform. I'm hoping that will work with the ECU. If it doesn't, we'll just have to go with the second idea of the optical sensor instead and see how that works.